Well, hello and welcome to Qlik Spotlight. Now, I am in the King of Prussia office today, and I've got the very great pleasure of introducing Stephanie Schwab. Now, you're STEM Program Administrator. For those who don't know, what does that mean? What is it all about? What's your role?
Sure. So STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, and I'm a Program Administrator at Montgomery County Intermediate Unit, which is an educational service agency. So we're the go-between between our State Department of Education and all of the school districts within our county. And I support them around STEM curriculum, instruction, assessment, professional development. So that's my full-time job, but on the side, I also, through that work, am part of the PA SEED, STEM Experiences for Equity and Diversity Ecosystem.
PA SEED?
SEED, yes.
Okay.
So STEM Experiences for Equity and Diversity.
Another acronym. We love an acronym, don't we?
Another acronym. And so that ecosystem is for Bucks, Chester, Delaware, and Montgomery County, where we're trying to bring all stakeholder groups together that could influence student STEM experiences. So business and industry, college and university, informal education centers, parents, families, bringing everyone together so that we're all on the same page, working for what's best for our students.
So is this for everyone, or is it catering for a particular type of student or a particular area or whatever, or is it for anyone to get involved in this?
I personally believe, and our ecosystem believes, that it is for anyone. And it's not that everyone's going to fill the STEM job pipeline, which is why we do a lot of what we do to fill those jobs and the way things are changing students have those skills. But at the same time, our students also need to be STEM literate when they get out in the world and have to make a lot of decisions. There's a lot of decisions around environmental literacy, your piece with data literacy. There's lots of things that even if you don't have a job in a STEM area, you also need to be able to make educated decisions and vote properly and things like that. So we want to prepare our citizens to be productive in the global world.
So the relationship then between you and Qlik, how did that start and what does it involve?
So I first met with someone from the King of Prussia district and learned about what they were doing in King of Prussia and all the businesses that have been moving into the area. And she recommended Qlik to me to get to know you better because of the Take Your Child to Work Day program.
Of course, that's the first time I met you, wasn't it? Was that
yes, that was the first time I was here. And seeing how invested Qlik is in wanting to support students and knowing where we are as an ecosystem, that our ultimate goal is supporting students and educators to better support their students, just felt like it was a great opportunity to come and learn more and are looking forward to seeing what we can do as a partnership around data literacy and supporting students in STEM education.
So just to dig a little bit deeper into your experience, how long have you been in the role that you're doing now?
So I've been a STEM program administrator for 4 years at Montgomery County Intermediate Unit and part of the PA SEED ecosystem for 2 years now. I serve as one of the executive team members. So there are 4 of us, one in each intermediate unit within our region, and together we kind of act as the executive director, backbone of the ecosystem, bringing everyone together.
So in those 4 years, because I mean my wife's a teacher, so she teaches 5-6-year-old children in the UK, and things have really changed. And have you noticed that? I mean, in the US, have you noticed that changing in the 4 years that you've been doing it?
I have, and I think one of the biggest things we're starting to see is people getting out of their school district kind of box per se, where they're very much, well, this is my classroom, this is my building, everything I do is within here. But in reality, there's so many other resources out there that you can partner with and do. And one of the biggest changes we've seen is groups coming together from different stakeholder groups. So an example is Riverbend Environmental Education Center, which is not very far from here in King of Prussia, and our local school districts and one of our community colleges are working together to bring an aquaponics program to middle school students. Aquaponics. So aquaponics, it's similar to hydroponics, where it's your own systems where you can grow vegetables, but you also have the fish in the system as well. And so one of the school districts is they teach pretty much 90% of their 8th grade curriculum through the aquaponics systems, and we're working on trying to get the program into another one of our school districts, partnering with Riverbend, Montgomery County Community College, and that local school district as well.
So do they really get hands-on then with the with it? Yeah, so that's excellent. Because
Yes.
I certainly know with my children that it's okay reading a book and getting practical and looking at a whiteboard or smartboard as they call them now, but unless that hands-on can make a lot of difference.
Yes, and that's what we're trying to push, so that students get that exposure and trying to focus more on skills and not necessarily content. Get the skills in place and the content will come as you're getting them to be able to work together, communicate effectively, whether it's in writing writing or verbal, be more creative in their solutions and work on problem solving, and also even talking more about problem finding.
Yeah,
how can you find areas that need someone to solve what's going on? Do you even realize that there is a problem there? How can you be a little more proactive and not just wait for the problems to come to you?
And making learning enjoyable. I certainly remember the subjects that I knew when I was at school, which was a very long time ago, I will say. But the subjects that I learned when I was at school, if I enjoyed it and if I was curious and I was interested, then I learnt.
Yes.
So that comes on very nicely to data literacy. So I think one of the reasons why you got involved with Qlik is on the data literacy program.
Yes.
So how does data literacy resonate with the people that you're speaking to?
So, I mean, one, it's definitely a part of curriculum in itself, where, in part of our math curriculum all the way through, it's there, but we don't, I think, get the practical application, why we use it, how we use it, the importance of it.
That's also very important, isn't it?
It is. And when we talk about doing projects and more of that hands-on, having that authentic audience is really important as well. So when you can partner with a business who has people working in this all the time, and as students have a project, they can present to that business to say, here's what we were thinking, how does it match with what you do? And then the students can get that real feedback to know, you know what, we're on the right page, or no, this isn't even close to what it's actually going to be like when we get into the business.
And that bringing the children to work, that was fascinating, because I was walking around all the different, and the way they sort of lit up when they could take data literacy, which what is that, and then put it around the data that they understand, because they're all working with data, they just don't call it data, do they?
Correct. No,
so
they don't.
So get that understanding was fantastic, and it really resonates with the pupils. Do you think the people that you're dealing with, do you think that really, they understand that, what it means?
I think they do, and I think the more we become technologically advanced in what we're doing, we see that there's a lot more data that we have to be aware of, and data that we can collect that we never even knew was possible. That we can use that then to better improve our work and what we're doing. So the more people can understand it, I think the more efficient we can be in the projects that we're trying to complete.
And I think, and I record my own data and use it. I'm diabetic, so I record my sugar levels and all that kind of thing, and that makes it personal to me now, and I put that in a Qlik Sense app, and it helps me to control. So we kind of discussed this, but how important is it, do you see, and what use will it be for these people? They come in, they learn about data literacy, and how is it important that they do that before they then go out into the big wide world and start, getting jobs in companies, etc.?
I think the more you can know before you get out there, the better off you're going to be able to be. And it's more about those skills. And so what are the skills behind data literacy? Why do we want to keep track of our data? How do we use our data? How do we move things forward? And if they can have that advantage moving in, they'll be able to, I think, perform better in their workplace. But also personally, how do you manage your data, and what can you do to provide yourself a better environment as well?
How are you looking to measure that, or are you measuring it yet?
That's where we have also been struggling, because so much of this work, there are so many people involved and so many variables. So how can we measure for it? And that's a conversation that we've been having, because if we want to say that our ecosystem is having an impact, there's many other things that a student is involved in. So how can you actually narrow it down? I'm eager to learn more from Qlik to see what we can do for being able to measure our impact and provide support and reasons for other businesses and other stakeholders to get involved and to support us with the initiatives that we're doing.
And looking at the relationship going forward, is that maybe your next step? Where do you see this evolving?
So I would love support in how to collect our data and measure our impact, but I also would love for not just the ecosystem piece, but our students and our teachers to be able to get that real world experience. So just like that Take Your Student to Work Day, we service over 300,000 students in Montgomery County. So how do we scale this so that everybody gets an opportunity like this to better understand, and all of the teachers that are involved too, so they can make it back to their classroom and have that practical application. So I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for growth and getting students here, or even getting members from Qlik into our school districts as speakers to be able to support and provide students with a better understanding of where data literacy fits.
Well, I'll say this now. I'm happy to get involved in that. Next time I'm in King of Prussia, if you want me to do that, then I'll be more than that. And I think it's fantastic that we're doing this and getting involved with the local community, but also these young people that are growing up and having more skills so they can maybe do better in life. And getting those metrics is going to be important, because you can say, yeah, they did very well, but if you can get some numbers in there and get the data in there, it's going to be much better.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, Stephanie, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in. And I'll see you again, and hopefully, we'll get involved in this project as well. So
all right. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.